to us about DEI.
Yeah. So what happened next? Is there?
Everybody hear me okay with this mic? All right. Thank you. To help foster more education for students is truly phenomenal approach. And we heard about Rotary International's commitment, coupled with its commitment statement, which I'd like to reread now. Quote, "We believe that exemplifying and embracing diversity, equity, and inclusion should be a part of everything we do at Rotary. We review the definitions that will provide us that common framework that as defined or as outlined by Rotary International. And then we dive in a little bit more about what DEI means. So the second segment right now today, we're going to look a little bit in the rearview mirror and celebrate how far Rotary has come as part of our adapting to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So as you can see from this slide here that we have evolved, and sometimes when I look at these dates, it takes my breath away to think that it's in my recent history some of this has happened, where you just think, oh my goodness, why did this not happen even a century ago? Without for more people, more men, to join Rotary. Then, 5 years later, it was like, hello, how can we not have women? We need to accept women into Rotary. And we should feel very proud that the Rotary Club of Duarte really helped to push the envelope and bring this case forward to the Supreme Court. And in fact, Sylvia Whitlock spoke, and I don't remember who was president that year, spoke at our club. She was the first Rotary Club president to be able to join the ranks in Rotary as a president right after this landmark decision to accept women into Rotary. Our club was very instrumental in opening the doors to allow more Rotarians to join Rotary by expanding our classification system. In the past, in the old days when I joined, you had to be a member, sort of the top dog within your company or your industry. You had very limited classification systems. Well, our club was very instrumental in arguing the case before the Rotary International Board to expand that. And if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have the Florida members that we have today. We wouldn't have District Governor Conway or past District Governor Stephen Idahoe were it not for that expanded classification system. And of course, last year we got to celebrate our first Rotary International president. Sometimes we all say that Rotary is not political, but there are times that we have to be political in terms of recognizing what's going on in our society and having hard conversations. And I know that there are elders in our club who lived during that time before we came in, and some of the robust conversations that did occur. And so I know that when we had Black Lives Matter was a big initiative and societal issue in our community. We had Evan Moss come and speak to us to help educate us, to begin to have those hard and difficult conversations, to think outside of ourselves and to have some empathy and understanding of what's happening. Rotary's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion certainly has begun to start with our top leadership, and that's critical for success. So we see that Jennifer Jones and our current Rotary International President, Gordon McIntyre, continue to support Rotary International, and let's celebrate our District Governor Mike, from past District Governor Savita, current District Governor Hunt, and next District Governor Jill, who are supporting establishing a Rotary District Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee who are here to serve as a resource. Our committee is not being formed as a mandate that helps us to A, B, or C, but it's really to serve as a resource on behalf of our district and for our clubs when they're asking for information or resources to help them to think outside the box to be becoming a more welcoming and inclusive club. So using the Rotary International Code of Conduct, this was established so that we're fostering a welcoming and inclusive environment and already celebrating diversity. These are important things to be mindful of. Cupertino Rotary, we're doing a wonderful job, and we should celebrate that. But we should also make sure that we're reaching out, we're surveying ourselves from time to time, we're asking the questions, we're asking people to give us feedback so that we're not forgetting, we're not leaving people behind, that we are being mindful of all the different opinions that we have within our plug. So just as I like to use the analogy that I feel good, I feel pretty healthy, but I still go to the doctor once a year so that maybe she can right-size what I'm doing in my care. Well, the same thing with Rotary. We're doing a great job, a fabulous job. Let's not take that for granted. And let's ask ourselves some hard questions from time to time with our membership satisfaction, with our outreach in diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'll be around after the meeting. You have all of